Go stretch! Alright, hello everybody. Go from Twitch to TikTok Rebel. Hello Slice, hello Miku, and hello Mess. How are you all doing today? I know we're starting just a little bit later than I thought I would be. But anyways, hello everybody. Now, just like the other playthroughs that we've been currently involved with, TikTok Rumble, you guys are joining this playthrough quite a bit of the way through. On my YouTube channel, I do have a lot of VODs for this game to show the entire progress. But that's gonna require probably a couple days of time. But if you wanna watch it, go right ahead. I'm not gonna be complaining. Hello, kid face. But yeah, so I do need to put some, what's the word I'm looking for? A ground rule down here. Please, no spoilers for Dawn Trail. No spoilers for any spot that's after where we are story-wise. Well, I may know the general story up until the trial of patch 6.1 of Endwalker. I don't know the story afterwards, and I do not want to know until I get there. So please, no spoilers involving Dawn Trail or the latter half of Endwalker. Anyways, on the Twitch side of things, you guys have some interactions that you can do with my model. It's the same stuff that hasn't changed. But I also have some Final Fantasy related redemptions, in which one of them is restricted to the jobs I'm currently able to do, which is tanking. And the other two is to just choose my mount or my minion for an hour. That kid, is that you have no idea what this game is. Anyways, hopefully my voice is all good this stream. I always forget if I have to have my voice at this setting or the one afterwards. Do I have to cop up 20 a month to pay? I think it's 15. I think it's 15 monthly. But I'm paying around since I'm doing the 6-month annual because I do actually love this game. I think I'm going at $7.99? I don't know, let me look at the box issue real fast. But this is a subscription-based game though. So if you're gonna try the game, try it on the free trial first, which is gonna be the demo on Steam. And play all the way up to Stormblood. And if you like it after that point, then pay for a subscription, that's what I'm gonna say. Because the free trial for this game has no playtime restriction. But you are limited to stuff that's available, and like social-wise as well as content-wise up to Stormblood. Let's see, where is the subscription page here? I forget where I had to go there. But yeah, just like World of Warcraft, you will be paying monthly for this game. Okay, if I change this, what's gonna be the cost? Oh, I was in the right area earlier. What? Oh, I think I had to go over here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's $15 a month. that is 15 in US dollars. You can optionally go for a 90-day option, which will charge you $42 roughly. So like a 3-month option, which is $42. And then the 6-month, which is what I'm doing, is 75. No, not 35. 78 every 6 months. But still, if you love the game, I think it's worth it personally. That's why I don't play. Yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, if you do want to try the game out, you can play the free trial, but you will be restricted for social actions, as well as content up until Starblood. But what I can say is, the free trial essentially has access to half the game. Let's see, last time that we played, and which you can see that VOD on Twitch, probably. And you could definitely see it on YouTube. So we ended off on a we ended on a somewhat dark ending, because some of the story beats in the zone are just very depressing. Think of it this way. The people that inhabit the area or the region that we're in, for the ones that are not tempered, that's being the thrall of some godlike entity, which are basically the people that are sane, it's been quite a while for them, that to the point, since pretty much the capital has been overtaken by the things, that they are barely surviving at this point. They're just getting by on scraps. And you can... the story in the zone is exploring the desperation and the, essentially lost hope that these people have. And the story that we covered last time that we did this was definitely playing on those themes. All the way to the point where the leader of this group of militia tried to attack those that came to help out. And ultimately, when he learned that he wasn't going to get his way, is Lightning in game? Not the character herself, as far as I'm aware, but her outfit is in the game. However, her outfit's on the store. But yeah, so the story here, once the guy learned that he wasn't gonna get his way, instead of putting aside his pride, he ended up taking his own life. Because he couldn't bear the thought of being helped by those that he deemed savages. It's kind of a, oh, how the mighty have fallen sort of deal. Now, I will be reading out the text that appears on screen for pretty much most things. The only time that I will not be reading out the text will be for the text boxes that appear like in the middle, like dungeons and trials and such. That appear in like the top up here. Because often when those pop up, I'm kind of I'm kind of busy trying to focusing on the fight that's in front of me. So, because I have to watch out for like the various game mechanics and whatnot, I can't really split my attention effectively. I tried to at the start, but I just couldn't. And also, tonight's stream is gonna be a bit of a shorter stream. Because, I'm not really feeling like doing much else other than just finishing up this zone. Then I just want to play some Monster Hunter off stream. But yeah, I think we're about halfway through this zone now. So now we're gonna work on trying to get into this tower that's back there. Strange bedfellows. With the immediate crisis averted, Lucia seeks to gain a clear understanding of the present situation. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Oh, also, chat, just as a heads up for those that are new to me playing this game. I am using a voice changer, so that is the disclaimer right there. I can't exactly do voices that well, otherwise, with it. Because even if I was to, like, change my pitch and such, because of how this voice changer works, it's going to try to, modulate it into sound as I do right now. However, I do have one setting that I can do just for fun. Does he start the active? Yes, I do. Like, for example, if any of you are familiar. You know, it would have been nice if I did not cut myself off. But yeah, if any of you are familiar with Skyrim, for example.
What is it? Warriors of Light?
I got the guard voice of it available for me to use. I actually used to have a redeem on my Twitch called Guard Speak. Oh, you know what would be fun? If we do a Skyrim playthrough as one of the guards. We got the voice and all. Oh, Chad, how does that sound doing a Skyrim playthrough as one of the guards? I think that might be fun. Before we proceed, tell me what you know of the First Legion and the disposition of their forces. Then we explain. They were preparing for war while the refugees in their care were left to go hungry. A reckless, short-sighted plan that risked the welfare of the people they are sworn to protect. Nevertheless, we cannot compel them to accept our aid. If we were to arrive in force with the intent to do so, we would only incite panic. But perhaps they can be persuaded to follow one of their own. Go with Julius back to the station and have him lead the refugees here. Some may be unwilling or unable to leave, though for the time being, I'll take what I can get. The Alpha No Alcyon scouts sent to extradite them, okay. Alpha No Alcyon scouts sent to extricate them should already be at the station. I will also have our other comrades in the area lend their support should it be needed. Understood. So, some other playthrough rules that we have here with this game, at least for the purpose of this playthrough. Well, I do have pretty much every other job available. And I am currently only allowed to play through the techie jobs. I thought I had them all at level 100. Or whatever the max level is by the time I complete the main story scenarios. In this case, at this point in time, it is 100. So I gotta get the 4 taking jobs here, the Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight, and Dawnbreaker. I gotta get them all to 100 before I can start working on another job tree here. Limited jobs are not included in this, meaning that's why the Blue Mage has an odd level here. Now, speaking of jobs, one of the neat things about this game is that when you make a character, you are not stuck in being that job that you chose. If you don't like playing as, I don't know, let's use the Ice Star Bell as your Gladiator, which eventually went to Paladin. If you don't like playing that job, excuse me, all you have to do is just, once you get to level 7, I believe, or complete the level 10 job quest, you can then go and unlock the other jobs in your area. And once you have the job unlocked, if you don't like how the one that you currently are playing plays, once you go and get another job unlocked, you can just freely swap to that job. Which is actually one of the cool things. And the way that this game handles the job changes, it's all dependent on what you have equipped on your main hand. So that's a cool thing. However, you will have to keep in mind that some gear requires certain jobs. Or certain types of jobs. Oh wait, we had a teleport there. We don't even have to run out there. Oh wait, no, we don't have to teleport yet. Shit. I guess we're running then. We're running, really. Also, Slice. If we're still here. That is the general idea of what the current villain that we are kind of going up against is wanting. Because with every interaction that we've had with the villain of Daniel here, with every interaction that we've done with him, at least for the portions where he explained what his goal is to just kill everyone and himself. And this tower right here, that's supposed to help with that. No, I do like how they brought over the Final Fantasy Melton music into this game as well. Where when you get on a chocobo, the chocobo music plays. And not only that, but in this game, there are multiple maps available as well. And each one of those has its own music, or a couple of them have their own unique music, like this one for example. If you played Final Fantasy VI, this should be very familiar. And one of the best things about this map in particular is the story reward. Meaning you just gotta play the game. What are you doing back here? Where are Jules and the others? Oh, I did not expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you had best see for yourself. It's a comfort to see the none diverge or thy recent ordeals. Savvy and Julius. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? Lucas Lord Quintus. He took his own life. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then when he was alone, well... No, he wouldn't. They forget it's Miku Day! Wait, is it really Miku Day? I'm assuming Hatsune and Miku. No, interestingly enough, I never actually really, listened to a lot of the stuff associated with Miku, sadly. However, I do think that the character is adorable. And I like all the variations that people are able to come up with. Like the recent Brazilian Miku, for example. But yeah, like, I'm not exactly like into like, I'm assuming it's like K-pop style music. Like, there's like 1 or 2 K-pop songs in my playlist. But otherwise, I just don't really listen to that genre. They have some banger songs. I will have to take a listen from them then. I will definitely have to take a listen. I'll probably do some of that off stream. Tancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. And did course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free, free to choose our own fate. The taught him to guide us were... I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Rottenglass, should they be willing to accept our aid. But some would rather die. But most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned. We just want to live. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see if they reach our camp safely. I... Poor Julius. I think I must have looked up to Quintus, the first legatus of the Imperial Legions. I think I must have looked up to him, not only as a role model, but maybe partly as a father figure, maybe. Which is why he's affected so. Hey, Rustic's here. To think that we end up taking the First Legion themselves, or what remains of them, into our care. Not so long ago, such a thing would have been inconceivable. But these are strange times indeed. Now, some of the other fun things about this game that I do absolutely love is that there are callbacks to other Final Fantasy games. Like, within the game itself, there are callbacks to, like, Final Fantasy VI directly. There are subscription rewards. They can get Cloud Stripe's outfit as well as Squall Lionheart's outfit. And the Cloud Stripe outfit that's being used is the one that's used during Advent Children, or his more recent ones. Which was the more black one. But this is where it happened. Best not to dwell on it. Not when there's work to be done. Yeah, this was a really sad scene. I'm actually happy that they did not show it as she happened. But it is basically implied that it happened. Like, it goes through the scenes in a way where, it's swapping between here and over at the camp. Where the camp gets ambushed, basically. And once we relay the news of what's happening, basically, and Quintus was listening in on a open link file of sorts. And when he got the news that the help that he was expecting was never going to arrive, the scenes were going back and forth, where it showed him readying himself to do it. I'm happy it didn't show him actually doing it. But when it cut back to where he was, it was just showing the bloodstain, basically. And his dead body on the floor, too, with a smoking gun. It was a terrible way for him to go, in all honesty. All because he couldn't put his pride to the side. He wouldn't let go of his ego, essentially. Of being held by a group of people that he considers savages. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? To think that we could reclaim it, rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me with you, please. You know, sir, that was actually a good idea of you to do that because you saved their lives in the case of what's happened here. Well, we got the Aetheryte sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. from what I can tell, the one in later room is also functioning as normal. That's where you are staying, isn't it? Not that most of us are packing up and leaving this place. I reckon there will be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Right, it's you, the one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. I thought you were one of us. Not that makes much difference now. Right, my tell to not give that away? Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while, the birds start to lose meaning. Until all that you're left with is anger and fear and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept. That's a chat, look, train. If it's not obvious for the kick and rumble crowd, I'm currently trained being the Z-tuber. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass. What we'd hoped to talk about with Quintus. But all that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees going to come to our camp? Some of them are, yeah. Take the 12. Take the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's chain, courtesy of our laments and friends. I'd save it for the tempered though. I'll mark a few points on each surveying on a map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. I'll stay with the refugees and do what I can to protect them. While I have no doubt that you and Duncan will do a fine job clearing a path, you must ever be vigilant for the threats that may have soaked the net. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if it's safe passage to our camp they need, I'd gladly oblige. Lord Quintus was our rock in the storm, and now we are without a leader, without direction. Nevertheless, we must live on, even if that means consorting with our former enemies. Now, what do you want? Well, tell me about your place then. I am Decimus, Centurion at the First Legion. It is my sworn duty to defend Garlemald from the barbarians such as you, and your very presence here is an affront to my honor. Okay, well... Yeah. As stated before that this region that we're in... Some of the people consider those that aren't part of the Garlemald to be savages. They look at others as beneath them. You can say that they're racist, you can say that they're ethno-nationalist. And you probably wouldn't be wrong. But there's no denying that if they could manage to convince them, they could probably join our side at least. And change their mind about stuff. I mean, just look at what's happening with some of the, like with some of the townsfolk there. They're basically desperate, that one guy that we spoke on a train who wasn't feeling that well. It's pretty much admitted at this point that things just lose their meaning. Like if they're using insults, for example, it's someone you could use that insult just so much before it becomes like useless to even use. Where you could say it and then all the other person will just do is just laugh in your face, essentially. But yeah, like, it takes someone who is willing to grow, to come around and change their views on things. Let's see, if they really try to change people by even the wriggliest of the parts. So next one's over here. Oh yeah, like this portion of the game's stories. It's honestly a bit sad. And at least some of the people in this region are willing to, at least some of them are willing to move on and pretty much like develop or grow more. You see no threats on the path ahead. Now, I don't know when, but in the future, I do want to, I want to eventually complete every mainline Final Fantasy game. I've already completed Final Fantasy VIII on stream. Unfortunately, there's not really, like, much to show for that. Why did I not do the VODs with that? Why did I not do the VODs as most of my Final Fantasy playthrough? I'm gonna have to think on that. Because I really should have. Final Fantasy 1 through 16? Yeah. Too bad it doesn't run well on the Steam Deck. Really? Well, alright, time with this game. But yeah, I eventually plan on doing all the mainline Final Fantasies in some form. So that just leaves Final Fantasy 8 and 14 out of it. Because 14 is what I'm playing right now. We still have a whole expansion to go through. Oh, Monster Hunter, okay. Really, that's having issues on the Steam Deck. Kaisha, I don't even have a Steam Deck. I don't think control scheme for the Steam Deck look. Oh, okay. You know what that reminds me of? Now that I'm having a good look at the Steam Deck. Remember that old Sega handheld? That old Sega handheld. I forget what it was called. But Sega had a bunch of Sega Genesis games ported to little cartridges for it. What was it called? The GameCube, I think it was? The Steam Deck looks like that, but with a bigger screen. It runs like doo-doo on the absolute lowest percentage. Oh my god! I unfortunately had to play Monster Hunter in low settings myself. Well, if I wasn't doing the VTuber stuff, I could easily play it on a higher setting. But because Monster Hunter Wild specifically, because that one hates anything else using the GPU handle, as soon as I change a setting, it just crashes. The game there, yeah, that's what I thought it was called. I did not have one of them myself, but I've been to a few places where, I think my nephew had one, actually. Yeah, I think my nephew had one. And I remember going to this one restaurant every now and then with my parents. And I think they knew the owner to some degree. Because every now and then the owner would actually, I think it was the owner. And if not the owner, then one of the managers maybe. But they would actually offer to let me play the games that they had on it. Yeah, that was fun. And anyways, with Monster Hunter being such a chunker with resource usage, that's kind of why I want to get a second PC now. So that I can use a second PC as a streaming computer and have it through some kind of like screen capture. They're like some kind of screen capture. Basically show what's on the current computer that I'm using. Hi, Peaches. You gonna roll around on the bed enjoying some back scratches? Yeah, meow meow. Oh, she's enjoying this attention. Just enjoying it so much as I should roam around now. I love it, Peaches. That's such a sweet, affectionate kitty. And now she's play buddy on my head again. She pawed my arm as trying to get my attention, then played bit at my elbow. You little shit. That's a cat for you. I can't go into play mode. Oh, I think she yessy on my arm a little bit. Yeah, she did. I don't think she meant to scratch me like that, though. If she meant to, she would have went a lot worse. Ah, there you are. As expected, I ran into a few beasts who went down without much of a fight. The temper proved somewhat troublesome, but those chains should keep them under control until our allies take them into custody. With that taken care of, hunt and gather a few supplies and then return to the station. Well, see to that. Would you mind apprising Lucy of our progress? As it happens, I have some rather pertinent information from our recent scouting forays, but I'll save that for later. First things first and all that. Why was it that I did not save Final Fantasy to my vlog? What was my choice for that? Or my reasoning, rather. I don't remember what my reasoning was for it. So I have like a partial Final Fantasy. Oh, headpats! I just noticed the headpats, I'm sorry. But yeah, like I have a partial playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII. I done all the way to the end on my YouTube channel. But I don't know why I don't know why I didn't save the majority of that playthrough. Final Fantasy 13 is peak. I can't agree, but I also can't disagree because I have not played it. It is on my wishes to get though. Like from what I have heard, it sounds like people don't like the direction the franchise has been going since 13. But I don't know. I have to play it myself first. And I eventually will. That was the most recent Final Fantasy I got onto my library. Was it 12, I think? Yeah, it was 12, so yeah, I gotta get 13 still. Let me check the price on that real fast. Girl, that's not too bad. Is there a bundle I could get with it? When the soundtrack costs more than the game! When the soundtrack costs more than the game. Final Fantasy 13, the base portion of it. Or part 1 rather. $16. That's not too bad at this point in time. It's soundtrack, however, 24. Oh, I should definitely be able to play this with my full setup. The OST is fired. I'm gonna have to get it in time. Let's see. There's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is probably gonna be a freaking beast on my computer. Like, a beast resource-wise. I do need to get Final Fantasy 16 as well. I heard that one's pretty much next on the reception. Where people liked it, but also people hated it. I don't know though, so I can't really say. You found it for $5? It would have to be a PC version, I hope. Let's see, let me look at some other sites I'm aware of. Let's see, is it on GOG, maybe? Also, I refuse to use sites like G2A that use third-party key sales. Because I can't really verify if those keys are valid or whatnot. And I just don't want to get scammed. You got eBay to thank for that. G does not have any Final Fantasy apparently. People want their money scrolling back. Many scrolling? Menu scrolling, huh? I don't think I've seen that in Final Fantasy. Then again, it's probably more of those that I have yet to play. Like when it comes to Final Fantasy, for like the menus and such, I'm used to like a dedicated like screen essentially. Why did he sign the $5.13? Or why did he find it rather? What was that, website, Hanataka, I think it was. No, not there. Hi, Nick. How you doing, Nick? I know you've been looking for a while. How was your look? I'm trying to find where this $5 Final Fantasy 13 supposedly is. You didn't have your ears on? I asked how you were doing. And I'm also trying to find where this $5 Final Fantasy 13 is. Right now, it looks like that $5 deal's on key sites though. And I don't know if I could trust sites like that. I've had a bad experience with eBay, so wait, in the Java? Suppose they had it for 7? The much for the base game though. Oh my god, they do! They have a good deal right now. Like $25 for all 3 titles of it for Final Fantasy 13. Look in my Discord. Okay. I see, okay. It's not a third-party site in regards to the cheese, is it? Yeah, it looks like it might be. Yeah, you got that. Hello, Cheatin! And it don't, yeah, okay, I get that. Oh yeah, I don't know if I want to get it off of the, a key reseller, something like that. Mainly because I don't want to, I don't want the possibility of the developers to having the off chance of just deactivating a bunch of keys they suspected of being like stolen and sold on third-party sites like that. Cause it's happened in the past. Maybe not with stuff that I bought, but it has happened in the past. So I'm probably gonna get it through the Imagala from what I saw. That's a hi chick, you got it. But anyways, yeah, so I found a spot that could get me all 3 for like $25 roughly. Which maybe I'll do that. Hey, anyways, let's get back to the game. Sorry, I was informed that Quintus' suicide. It must have come as a great shock to all his men. What of the refugees? I'm told some are receptive to our proposal, but I would hear your first-hand account. That somebody did not hesitate to accept news how desperate their situation has become. We'll do our best to make them feel welcome. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. They will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees. Perfidy notwithstanding? What the hell is perfidy? First time I actually try to say that. Let's see. Deliberate breach of faith? Calculated violation of trust? Treachery, okay. An act or instance of treachery? The act of violating faith or allegiance, violation of a promise or vow, or of trust reposed. Faithlessness, treachery. Okay, so I think this case is using that third definition there. Okay. The troops who participated in the ambush are no exception. they will be afforded the same treatment as any other refugees, perfectly notwithstanding. After all, even if I wanted to make an example of them, there's no one left to learn from it. You will tell our allies that these soldiers were acting under the direct orders of their legatus, and that following his suicide, they offered a full and unconditional surrender. Perhaps Quintus thought that, had he lived, he would be tried as a war criminal, and his men punished with them. Perhaps by taking his own life, he hoped to absolve them of any culpability, or perhaps, like too many others, he was a true believer to the end. Who can say? I didn't know the man or his heart. His reasons, noble or otherwise, died with him, and it falls to us to clean up the mess. In from the cold. Lucy has further news for you. I assume you're curious about how matters have progressed here in your absence. Quite well, as it happens. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tapper's Den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much-needed warmth. Furthermore, we prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from Tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On the way, might I ask the Siga Ishtola? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she has. But yeah, after stream, I'll probably I'm gonna get that 3 bundle there. That was on Indigala. Because I can't guarantee that the keys will not hello, Pudgy. It's the Savage Glow. Fedpats, yay! But yeah, I'll get that 3-pack bundle Final Fantasy 13 after stream. I don't know when it will be on stream, but it will be in the list of to-do. Yes, I've been taking copper bracing and imbibiting sufficient water. But what of the warrior light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. Well, it's fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with between the tempered and the first wounded. Here, up that. Oh wait, I think I already responded that. I thought that just came, I'm sorry. Hey, alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. How you doing, Pudgy? For their sakes, we mustn't waver. But nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see that they won, and in so doing, invite disaster. Upon sitting down for supper, several cutscenes will play in sequence. We have a long cutscene ahead of us. And it's gonna be voiced. Some big story beat here. Look at all those campfires. It's all cutscenes, oh god.
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest.
Pudgy good, Pudgy rolls around and styrofoam packing things. You know, don't think that oddly oddly enough, the styrofoam the styrofoam packing things. If you were to make a bed out of them, I'm pretty sure that would be oddly comfortable. At least for me, it probably would be.
We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Her waterbed still a thing? Oh, that's a good question. I used to have one. I used to have a waterbed in my house. Unfortunately, in my stupidity, I popped it. Yeah, I was a stupid kid.
At last.
What are they like? Once you have like a cover on top of it, because the waterbed that I had, it was pretty much just a big balloon essentially. Of course, you don't want to completely sew it up because you do have to be able to like lay down on it. But it's basically like a big water balloon. And like the only hard spot on the waterbed itself would be like the spot where you would have to like actually pump in the water. And after you filled it up, unless you were moving someplace, or if it somehow mysteriously got a hole in it, you would not have to refill it. But it was actually pretty comfortable. It was pretty comfortable. Unlike most other beds, where it's just a frame and then mattresses on top of it. The waterbed that I had, basically, that was kind of like a open box, kind of. It was pretty much an open box. I think it had the option to have a heater underneath it. So you could heat up the waterbed if you wanted. I don't remember too much on it. But like outside of those little features and such, it was a nice and comfy bed. But again, in like my stupidity as a kid, I ended up popping it. I kind of miss having one, not gonna lie. And now that I'm thinking on it, how did my parents even get it into the room? Holy shit. They must have built the bed. You'd fill it boiling hot? I mean, you can. You can, but it's gonna get cool eventually. Because the heat will transfer from the water onto the membrane that's holding it together. And then onto like whatever other object that's touching. But yeah, but still, the water bit that I had was pretty cubby from what I remember. I do miss it. I wish I wasn't being a stupid kid at the time when I popped it accidentally. Because I haven't had a water bit since. I don't know if they still make them. I'm pretty sure they do. Ow, Peaches! Why, Peaches? But yeah, I do miss having a water bed that I had. Last time Pudgy was in 14, the Black Mages told Pudgy, no, you won't touch the... Gotta be something else for 10 levels. Is this something good part way with... Yeah, I'm at the much later part. Guess what you're talking about there, Pudgy, is at the very start of the game, essentially. Hey. Like, the stuff that we're kind of covering is like in the 80s. Like 84, I think. But yeah, at least if you did, if you didn't get your job that you did not like after level 10, you could swap to another job once you unlock it. Because if you complete the level 10 job quest, you could then unlock other jobs. So that means playing the job up to level 10 and then doing the quest associated with it. Which by that time should only have been like 2 or 3 quests.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Laminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Pudgy glad it gets better later. Pudgy will live vicariously to stop it. And stick with Gilbert's Tia. No, I will say for Final Fantasy 14, if you are going to play the main story from the start to right Carlia, when you start working with a group known as the Company of Heroes, that is the only section that I'm really aware of that will test your patience. The whole section with the Company of Heroes to fight the primal known as Titan, that whole section needs to be shorter for one, in my opinion. It has to be so much shorter, I swear. I understand the lore implications the whole session has. But flow-wise, it takes way too damn long. For that one section. Way too damn long just to be able to fight the damn thing known as Nugget. Or Titan, not bad. He really is just a big nugget. But after Titan, it starts picking back up. So if you're gonna play this game from the beginning, keep in mind that for the section involving the Company of Heroes, that will feel like an absolute slog. And it doesn't feel good. Nope, I am not gonna lie. That is the worst section in my opinion for the story. Just because of how long it takes. It is so much fetch this, fetch that, go over here, go do that. Now granted, you could say the same thing about every other freaking quest in the game. But in regards to the story, it doesn't feel good. The rest of the game, even though it is Duna's class, it still feels good. But for that one section involving the company of heroes and Titan, oh my god, it's so bad. It takes way too damn long for that section.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
Remember, folks, you have the 14 watching it. I'm not actually live on YouTube. I do have VODs on YouTube. But I don't use the live stream on YouTube. Mainly because I don't have everything set up for that still. And it's annoying enough that I have to actually have a second chat window up just so that I can see Rumble. Or if I was to use Rumble's, the Rumble Studio thing, I'd have to have a second chat thing up just for kick. But yeah, since you're bringing up the multi-platform thing, yeah, we're live on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. And after the stream, you can catch the VOD on YouTube. Because at the moment, I did not stream to YouTube. Cookie breaks.
The hells you did? We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I
What's
did a
up with
damn
that?
sight more than you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it.
VODs on here can go hours. That's true. I found that unless I get the Rumble Premium, I could go up to 6.5 hours per VOD. I could stream longer. But as I learned on my first 2 Monster Hunter WoW streams when doing the multi-stream to Rumble, the ends of the streams got cut off after 6.5 hours. That makes you sad that not the entire VOD is there. But I think I need to get Rumble Premium to be able to have that full length. Then right now, my funds don't exactly allow me to get Premium at the moment. So I'm hoping maybe in time I will have it. Cause it'd be nice to have like...
I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Cause like I would like to have my longer streams on Rumble like available as a VOD as well. I just don't want them to be cut off at 6.5 hours.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you
That
and
fun
your
little
fellow
thing, Jeff.
scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged.
Funny little thing happened as I was getting my model. So before I got my V-tubing model as it is right now, I used to have like a simple V-Roid model, which is effectively a 3D starting point for V-tubing. It's basically like a simple 3D model. Anyways, as I was playing Final Fantasy XIV and in the process of getting some details redone for this model, it occurred to me that unintentionally my V-tubing model here looks almost exactly like my aura. Like the whole face structure was the same. The proportions are like very similar. And when I took notice of it, I overlaid one on top of the other to take a look. And holy shit. My V-tubing model, which is the one that you're seeing me using right now. When I had my hair down, that is, it almost looks exactly like my Final Fantasy XIV character here. PNG tuber? I could be. I definitely use PNGs when I'm playing the higher resource games like Monster Hunter. And unfortunately Railroads Online. But yeah, I was still surprised at just how similar my Final Fantasy XIV character was. Like, it was the almost same exact shape. And it was completely unintentional too. What I noticed that I brought that up to my VTubing mama. And when I showed her, she was like, "Oh shit, I see it."
The Grand Company of Eorzea. The Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you.
I'm actually going to condition her in the future to add some aura details to the model. They will replace the other animal features that I have here. So my tail is gonna get replaced, my ears will be replaced, and my horns will be replaced. But yeah. Like in the future, I'm gonna just order that edition. And then be able to like just freely swap between it and my current one whenever I do a Final Fantasy stream.
We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
The album don't have the luxury of toys.
Indeed. We can but do our utmost to unite these disparate peoples and lead them to victory.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
Oh, that flower is changing color. It's blue now. Uh-oh. That was a tempering wave.
What? Emperor Varus?
They are being tempered. The talismans! Quickly!
Save me, brave hero! Ahem. My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
He snuck in.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
Now, it is time for you to awaken. Good
Time at the
morrow
table of
to you.
Xenos, what?
Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
Borrowed flesh.
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo.
I kicked his ass, I think.
His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
Chet, listen to me say. I think the more amusing one is the second option here. This is such a pain in the ass.
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine? I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate. Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or someone in their hour of need. Who then? Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course. As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Zosgalvis, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their animal. It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star.
By the way, the relationship between the warrior light and this guy Xenos, that goes back as far as Stormblood. Then you could easily agree with me that the warrior light does not like him.
The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger, and it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions.
A display of civility? When you kidnap me? And then force me into a different body? Seriously?
While my lifeless body was in the possession of Cassia, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar field. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself. Or together.
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak. We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
Oh boy. So now there's a madman masquerading as literally me.
Ah, there it is. Your camp, I believe. If I were to hazard a guess, I would say that you, the other you, is making her way there as we speak. Alas, this you will have to walk from here. Or run, if you can manage it. My lord would be cross if I made it too easy. Such ingratitude. I'd not squander this fighting chance. After all, you've obstacles enough to overcome. Right on cue.
Oh boy.
Tempered soldiers, with standing orders to kill those not sworn to anima. Under normal circumstances, you would make short work of them. But on this occasion, the odds are not so heavily stacked in your favor.
There's also some marking up shown. Okay, so we have 25 minutes apparently. You don't really have much of a choice, you can't put other souls here.
Not bad at all, given your diminished capacity. Nevertheless, 'twould perhaps be prudent to keep to the shadows, scurrying about like a rodent.
What, do I have to pay as respect now? Okay. So I gotta be careful and not aggro too many things. And I gotta carefully work my way around. I forgot this game had it. I know, sometimes these cutscenes take a while. Or I get distracted and talking about other things like 20 minutes. Okay, so you gotta somehow way around. This is like a this is technically a stealth section. Had I played the remakes yet? Not the Final Fantasy VII one. And as for the Pixar remasters, no, I have not. The only I guess remasters that I have played would be Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, we're gonna have to fight. If I remember that, I think it was over here. With up and turned, thank goodness. That's all, so we went left. Oh, the bastards cut my hand when they took down my magic reaper. If you can repair its leg though, it should still work. Yeah, take this key. If it's run out of civilian, you might need to find more in the wreckage. Okay, so I need to find more reapers. Okay, obviously it's not that way. I think I have to go this way then. Let's see, where's a Reaper? Is there one over this side? I think I see one over there. This is dumb bite. I don't want to get into a psych, but I don't have to. Okay, we're just gonna go the way that we went. Oh, that one got closer. What? Okay, I'm a little confused. Oh, did I go this way? Oh, right, yeah. Oh shit, hello? The fact that there's innocents still in here. They must have been around one of the radios. Uh-oh. Barely survived. Unable to escape the blast, they begin to lose consciousness. They call to safety and regain consciousness. As those stacks can get it low, we are moving faster.
It is a miracle we were able to restrain the Tempered without suffering casualties.
A welcome one. Arun, Senna and the others have their hands full as it is. Thankfully, there are enough scales for everyone.
And what of Euless? His symptoms were particularly severe.
They were, but others fared still worse, including some brought back from the Magna Glacius. As those in most desperate need take priority, it may be a while before he receives treatment. But rest assured that he will. In the meantime, we must find our missing friend. May the Fury guide you.
bloody times for a disappearing act.
Hey, it's not my fault.
Right when the first wave struck, we'd be fools to think it a coincidence. But where even to begin the search? No one saw her leave in the chaos, and with no trail to follow.
While I know full well she can handle herself, I worry all the same.
Ah, speak of the devil.
Well, time
Is
to
he
call
must
off
have the
the
time?
search.
Case closed.
That's her, over there.
Aye, 'twould appear so. Thou art struggling to perceive her presence?
I am. Perhaps, in the aftermath of the wave, there is some residual effect interfering with my faculties. But
As a heads up, chat. Stoa here, she's able to see the pickle's ether, essentially. And typically the warrior light has a really bright aura around her. But Stoa is unable to see that. So she's able to tell that it's not exactly me at this point in time.
Where have you been? We've been worried sick.
Now, all's well that ends well.
Are you all right?
And then Alice could see something's wrong too.
Who are you?
Now in this case, the second option is the better one. I did it the first time, I'm doing it this time around.
Sadly, that is all we have time for today. The effect has run its course, and back to your own bodies. But where are my manners? We have all traveled so very far, and I've yet to pay my respects. Though in my defense, I was ill-prepared to receive so many uninvited guests. As such, preliminary entertainments were in order. A handful of tempered soldiers to hamper your progress. Refugees to command your attention while I siphon the ceruleum from the shadows. Particularly effective. Charitable souls that you are, you bent over backwards to aid them. Heedless of the delay, predictable to a fault, and so my plan approaches completion unhindered. Anima will soon have absorbed the requisite amount of ether, and then shall come the spectacle to end all spectacles. The eldest and most powerful of primals will awaken, and all shall bear witness to the final days!
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that's smug.
Will be my meal. Your dear companions, my dessert. Upon this world I'll feast, and death shall follow in my wake.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that smug looks better on other races. When I first did this on my original character, I was playing as a Mikate, and that smug had a much more pronounced look to it.
All your hate, all your rage, you will render unto me.
For upon thy life's wheel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence. Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation.
Thank goodness. She's awake.
So I'm not dead yet.
I am pleased to report you are very much alive.
Everything in working order? That's a relief. Oh, and before I forget, thanks for coming to our rescue.
Given recent events, I would be surprised if you weren't feeling a bit poorly. A hearty meal and a long rest would be my recommendation under normal circumstances, but these are anything but. If Van Daniel's boasts are to be believed, we must act quickly. Once you've blown away the cobwebs, we can discuss preparations for our assault on the Tower of Babel.
I will require a depot report on what occurred whilst you were not yourself. For the contingent, of course. We can wait until later, however. For now, it's enough that you've returned. The body that you were forced to inhabit turned cold and stiff the moment you were returned to your own. Perhaps the soul it belonged to is long gone. Let us pray it is so, for I doubt it would be better off in the care of Xenos or Fandaniel. Hey! Thank heavens they're you again. Jimmy, quite afraid. Whatever that was, let's not do it again, eh? Are you certain that you've recovered? You mustn't push yourself, especially after an experience like that. No apologies necessary, least of all to me. If anything, there's a strange comfort knowing I'm no longer the only one to have been used as the villain's puppet. Though I pray you'll be the last. And for those that are not aware, for those that are watching on Twitch, you've probably already seen this already, and I'm willing to tell the story a bit. But for those that are not aware, Thancred, around, I want to say the level 40 to the level 50 section of Ronnie Born, he was pretty much possessed by, which one was it, by the Yasin known as Labria. So yeah. That will happen. Yes. Just tell you. My apologies, I realized too late that the ether emanating from the tower was distorting my perception. So it's likely a temporary effect, but I remain wary. Now in this case, you're right to assume that it wasn't me. I'm glad I might have seen the awake and restored to thine own flesh once more. You're certain you're well? Nothing out of place? No missing bits? Good, though I won't promise the same for Fandaniel and Xenos after I'm through with them. How much must these people suffer before they're satisfied? How many cruel, pointless tricks must they play? Prelude to the final days or no, this ends now. Gateway of the Gods. Now that you've recovered, Lucia would have a word with you. Are you well enough to make your report? Did someone redeem the pigtails? I kinda just noticed it. Oh, someone did! This anima was summoned with the corpse of FFXIV. Deserved depravity, no bounds. It seems not. More to the point, you can surmise that wave of ether issued not from the Tower of Babel, but from the primal lurking within. A primal whose cry rang rather more loudly in your ears than ours. If you are taken to the tower itself, then this proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that he is the beating heart of the Telephorus Beckonation. In which case, we have some highly relevant information. As many of you know, ever since we dispatched troops to free the Laviers, we've been developing a plan to infiltrate the tower. According to Thancred and his scouts, the main structure is drowsy with taproot and enemy magitech. Furthermore, the road leading to it has collapsed, making it difficult to approach in numbers. Thus, do we propose dividing our forces into two parties. One to distract and one to infiltrate. The divisionary force will be comprised of the Ishgardian, Gridanian, and Lomans and the delegates. They will begin the construction of bridges to make the Telephorus believe that we are marching upon the tower. Meanwhile, the best suited of our Alamegan, Old, and Eastern comrades will use a different method of ingress. Look here. The facility marked in red is the... Am I going to be able to pronounce this? The Enceladium? I think it's Enceladium. Let me see if I can get Let's see. Am I saying this correctly? The Enceladium? The Enceladium, my bad. I hope I'm saying this correctly, the Enceladium. Let's see if that's a Google things as well. Very close, that was. Enceladium. The facility marked in red is the Enceladium. a vast majestic manufactory and runs now, of course. But the freight tunnel connecting it to the erstwhile Imperial Palace remains intact. Look here, look with some Oh my god, that's an otter emote. I know someone that would love that. Is that otter emote part of the new Rumble stuff? Like no Rumble stuff? Oh, it is! Wow, that's pretty cool. While the Tougher's attention is elsewhere, our infiltration force can use it to enter the tower undetected. Be aware, however, that the underground rail network remains very much operational. Old boomer memes. You know, I really wish I got into memes earlier. Like back when like Vine was still a thing. Like I remember some things that were like on like Tumblr originally. Hell, I was in I was in high school when YouTube first started being a thing. Because I think YouTube fully kicked off in like the mid-2000s. And granted, back then there wasn't as much like a control over what sites kids went to on the school systems anyways. Although that was also the time where that was starting to be controlled too. Back when YouTube was based. Yeah, but it was like much more free than it is now. Where we had some classics like the Purple Rain guy. Or was it Chocolate Rain? I think it was Chocolate Rain. So, Devil Rainbow. And then there's this really weird one that I remember. There's this really weird one that I remember that was just about shoes. Now that's an old one. Oh, and then of course there's also like all the old original content that was on like Newgrounds and such. Oh, that was good. Stuff like Purple Rain is okay. So I was thinking the wrong song there then. Yeah, I think I was thinking Chocolate Rain. Where you had that I think he was like a high schooler at the time, or maybe had just graduated maybe. But you had that black guy that was singing the Chocolate Rain song. That was a good one. But I think it was called Chocolate Rain, and it was not by Prince. The one I'm taking it was not by Prince. Just to make sure I'm remembering this correctly, let me see if I'm talking about the right thing. Chocolate Rain guy. Am I thinking the right thing? Yes, I am. Okay. Apparently, Chocolate Rain by Tay Zonde. That's the one I was thinking of earlier. But yeah, like, a lot of stuff that was like really fun back then, unfortunately does not really fly today. And I'm not gonna lie, it kinda has me sad that we have like all these fun things. On sets like YouTube, for example, we can't do as all those fun things that we used to. Anyways, back to the game. Be aware, however, that the underground rail network remains very much operational. The Tempered are using it to bring supplies to the tower even now. If you can carry their material, you can carry us too, providing we sneak aboard unseen. Carvenia train dungeon. The signs will lead the infiltration party. Once inside, you must locate and dispatch Finn, Daniel, and Xenos. It's time that we ended this once and for all. There will be no more casualties on the top for his maniacal ambition. How cryptic to reenact this plan. Tendina made it quite clear that haste is a priority. Of paramount concern even, assuming he didn't name the Tower of Babel on a whim. In Amon's time, it meant gateway to the gods. Xander, you have to refer to a void gate, but in this case, it almost certainly alludes something altogether greater. The eldest and most powerful of primals. Powerfully. All the more reason to act now. The rest of the contingent is aware of the plan and are ready to move at a moment's notice. You proceed north to Forum Pétens. Lisa's group will meet you there. As ever, we are grateful for your foresight. This was the moment that we've been waiting for. Spare no effort in your preparations. Lisa's party ought to have secured the tunnel by now. Rendezvous with them and make your way inside. Meneferic guide you in the soul. There's not taking part in the assault will defend this camp and the airships, as well as safeguard your escape route from the tower. You need not worry about what comes after, so fight with all you have. Only Max Bird's no longer out. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be infiltrating this tower now. That is quite a sinister looking place. No chat. In a moment, I'm gonna go AFK in a moment because I gotta use the bathroom. Well, I'm gonna say this now so that I don't have to say it when we actually start the dungeon thing itself. Because this is going into a dungeon. And for every dungeon that we do here, the first time around for the story required dungeons, like this one for example, I will be doing it with what the game calls duty support, or as we all would see it as, with NPCs. The reason I do it with NPCs first is so that I could show you guys like all the little lore bits, how the fights work. Then we could just take our time and experience it. Because if you were to do our first time around with players, well, yeah, it's gonna be much faster and stuff. That's the thing. With players, they will just rush right through it. But granted, the community for Final Fantasy XIV will actually wait for members in their parties to go through the cinematics in most cases. But I don't feel like I can show you guys how the stuff is supposed to be when doing it with with players the first time around. So we did have a rule here where the first time we did a dungeon, like for starting quiet, we deal with NPCs. And every time after that, with the exception of trust dungeons and such, which trust is just the other name for the system that we're about to do it with. So, with the exception of trust dungeons, every time after the first will be done with players. As we've already seen the content then, we could just go right to it. But in the meantime, as I said, I gotta get used to that one, so I will be right back. I have returned. Oh geez, that's quite a face to come back to. Imagine you go out and then when you come back in, you just have that hideous face staring at you. Oh, I gotta move these over. Anyways, after I finish the bathroom, I also went and got my, well, I'm gonna have to find some room here. I wanted to bring that big, that big water dispenser that I got from work into my room. Cause, one of the stores at my work got this big thing to distill tea in. Unfortunately, the container itself was cracked so bad that they couldn't use it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take it home. So I took it home. And not only am I gonna be using it, but I also sealed the crack on it. I'm kind of inspired to paint it now. Because, unfortunately, the seal I use is not clear. So I'm kind of encouraging myself to get some paint soon. Just so that I could paint at least the front of this thing. But yeah, like once I have it like all like painted and looking pretty and whatnot, I'll send you guys a picture. Or rather not send but show. Okay, anyways, I'm feeling better now. The sun does not sneak. However, he will travel this path of yours, and those who walk with him in will bask as rain. Damn these frigid lands. Saru is not like me in here. Well, maybe if you were something that was a little bit more one, Saru. Come on. I am to accompany you into the tower. It is an honor, as ever. Savvy, the way into the tunnel is clear. You've made sure of it. Then we best get in there before we freeze, especially you. The ship will be on the other foot once we're in, believe you me. A good fight should warm us right up. Barely enough cloth to swallow a newborn. Clearly you have spent too long around this frilled dog of the tiles. But you tongue fool, lest I feed it to the crowd. They do not get along, by the way, Chad. You will see who is the fool when you freeze to death. Expect me not to warm your ill-prepared hide. These words are for myself and my Nala alone, should I be blessed and meet her to stay. As if any woman of earth would wish to be warmed by you, little son. Should we find such a warrior within, she will bask in my glories and flame. Stop, both of you! Save your fire for the enemy! As for FFXIV, I have plenty to spare! As do we. Hello, everyone. All is set for battle, I see. Yes, free of unnecessary encumbrances. They're furthermore susceptible to the cold. I'll just review our strategy quickly if you don't mind. Tippin's group has gone ahead to the Inclinarium. But I said it wrong already. And the kicker is I heard how it was said earlier. Tippin's group has gone ahead to the Ancilladium. We are to meet them there. You wait until the tempered attention is drawn by that visionary force, then we sneak out onto the train. Next stop, the Tower of Babel. If any tempered included are injured, we Zero will tend to them. These sounds must press on no matter what. We should avoid moving as a group until we're on the ground, so we'll need to make our own ways to the Ancilladium. See you there. A glorious flame. Nay, I would have seen it were so. I crave battle, not this insipid chatter. Just head north and you'll reach the Ancilladium soon enough. The sounds are welcome to our spare friends as well. You might mention that to Oriander. I think it's time I was off. If I look at Oriander for one more moment, I am liable to free solid. Sure not, no serious ones have gone untreated, nor will I stand for being left behind while the rest of you rush headlong into danger, so you needn't bother suggesting it. We'll stagger our departures so as to not raise suspicion. You go on ahead. Who could possibly be Coda at a time like this? My heart is pounding with anticipation. When I infiltrated the Palace of Gaius, we took an entirely different route. Since then, the whole place has been reconstructed, and it would appear that path is no longer accessible. So, may I will nary a thing. Nary a thing. Yo, he's common. Oh, that's a B rank. And use chat once more, just as a reminder. The first thing that we do story requiring dungeons like this, on don't know with NPCs, the stray guards, the fights, how they're basically supposed to be done. Allowing us to do it at our own pace. Basically explore, get out a load of more bits if there's any. But every time afterwards, with the exception of trust dungeons, we'll be done with players. Hell, it's good to see you, Savvy. We heard that you collapsed, but were given only the most cursory explanation. I'm glad that you recovered and quickly enough to take part in the operation at Dev. As you will have heard, we secured the way in. Some few are to remain behind to keep your escape route clear. Our comrade from Lynn Steer will lead the way into the station. I'll join you soon. The station is right this way, turn let you now. We're in a train station. Holy crap, the size of those rails! That's not even a standard gauge, and that's not even broad gauge! Holy shit, that's huge! Hello, just dropping by to say hi? Oh, thank you! Welcome in, by the way. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't have the things like set up still, but still, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for the why do they call them Rumble? I know on Twitch and such it would be called like subs. Oh yeah, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. This just in, Trainer Geeks Hour. It's definitely bigger than Broad Gauge. Can we call it Mega Gauge? Or Giganto Gauge. And it is everyone. I mean, I guess it technically does show on the chat at least. But yeah, make emotes, yeah, I love them. They're adorable. I wish I had enough sub points on Twitch to have all my emotes there. But unfortunately, for whatever reason, Twitch has to be acting like a pay-to-win game for that. Consider the enemy well and truly distracted. But yeah, like, Kick and Rumble allowed me to basically have like all my emotes on it at the very start. Time to go! Our primary objective is, of course, to left for his leaders. But should we be presented with an opportunity to vanquish Animal, you must seize it. If it is indeed the force behind the towers, destroying it will deliver our allies from the Telephory's reign of terror. And I, for one, would not see the Garlemald people manipulated any longer, be it by Primal, Acid, or anything else. Here, that's been enough of that. We came to help the people at Garlemald, and that's what we're going to do, together. Till the very end. The train should be along any moment now. Prepare to board, everyone! I don't know if Rumble will allow you to use this emotes on other channels, but if it does, you're more than welcome to use them. Cause I know over on Twitch that's how it works on Twitch. Where when you sub on Twitch, you can use the emotes of that channel on other channels that you go to. So if that's a thing on Rumble, then that's awesome. Okay, let's see. Who should we take this party with? Or who should we do this party with? Let's see. Twitch lame. Well, given some of the shit that's been happening of late. Yeah. They had a brief moment of a win. And then they just completely lost it a day later. And then there's also all sorts of other things as well. Like, for example, I can't show hips at all. Like, I can't show the skin of my character's hips. Unless it's like a video game character on VR chat. Which is ridiculous in my opinion. And trust me, I have an outfit in mind, which unfortunately shows hips. And it's a nice summer outfit that like goes with all the things that I'm like themed with here. Cause like part of my thing on Twitch at least is that I'm a proud Floridian. And like I wanna have like a bikini that has a sawgrass design on like the top and then like a gator pattern on the skirt portion. But yeah, an Everglades with the gator in it. But because of how I'm thinking of how I want the pieces to look, that would give me ban on Twitch. And it kind of made me sad. It honestly made me sad. Like, it's not even that bad of an outfit either. It's just basically a bikini, essentially. But no. Anyways, let's see. What should we do here? It's been a while since I did a dungeon with the Stinian. As well as did one with Oriager. Then we're gonna do with this party here. But yeah, like I had that outfit in my head. I haven't commissioned it yet. Cause I'm still trying to get some other things like set up and whatnot. God damn, it's so big that there's holy shit, there's like 3 floors on some of the cars.
Now or never.
Like, look at the size of those carriages. Look, chat, run a train. The side of this fucking train is a home with it's a major fucking facility. On here they don't care, probably kick this. Yeah, from what I've seen, Tick has a lighter TOS compared to Twitch. Unfortunately, because I am multi-streaming on Twitch, I do have to follow Twitch's things. So like, I have to follow the one that's more strict, essentially. At least if I want to keep my stuff safe. Oh yeah, I would love to have that bikini. like, from what I've seen, at least on Pick, and I'm gonna assume same thing at Rumble as well. As long as it's not like purposely revealing in regards to like showing the actual bits and whatnot. Like as long as you have the bits covered, it from what I've seen, it should be fine. As long as you have the bits covered. So at least that's what I remember seeing when I had to look over at the Pick POS. Alright, we're gonna be level 88, I think, after this dungeon. Oh yeah, like, I would assume that as long as they don't show, like, you know, like the actual nipples and such, this should be fine, as long as they don't show the privates like that. Oh, is there anything over here that could probably lure? Oh, there's a fucking invisible wall. Oh, we got a boss here. Barnabas! Well? Who is that next to the boss? Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting push-pull mechanic. Big old PC bullet. Yeah, he is pretty PC, isn't he? And it's stuff like that for why I am not reading the boxes that appear up in the top over here. Because the telegraphs lobby do normally appear on the ground like that. Sometimes the bosses don't show the telegraph on the ground until like the attack's about to hit. So this is quite a big ass elevator here. Let's see, we got the Hara over there. Over here we have Pippin and Leaves. Sadu must be having fun over there. A nice chat, regardless of the platform that you guys are watching on. I hope you're all having a lovely night. Whether you be watching on Twitch, on Kick, or at Rumble. I hope you all have been having a lovely night and a wonderful weekend. I think tomorrow we're going to be doing some more Monster Hunter. so as in architecture. With robotic millipedes. Or centipedes in this case, but okay. Done what? I have no idea. But they're spreading whatever contagion that is onto the structure. This branching to fuck yeah? Really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Wait, when did the thing happen? When did it happen? It happened today? I think I must have been sleeping then. Because I hadn't really noticed it. Rumors that they're thinking about the government doing away with DST. At least for the US anyways. And I think part of the reason that I heard was that not every place observes it. No, I don't care one way or the other if they get rid of it or not. And I don't know if that even is a official consideration. Maybe because I haven't been paying that much attention to it. Wait a minute. Oh. That's where that character came from. Okay, from here. I'm never in now. It's interesting how this guy became a joke halfway through this expansion. What? We're playing Bomberman now.
I will not hold back.
Be gone!
I will not hold back.
Make ready!
Look at how tiny we are. I'm just sitting here just staring him down. Ribbit. Okay, now we're going further in. I can't believe I forgot about that guy. And it wasn't until the Hildebrand stuff for Endwalker that he came back. Oh, we're in the throne room. And they put an elevator inside of it, okay. God damn! This is a fast elevator. Oh, look, there's Anima. They stopped with the Final Phase 10 iteration of them, I think. Was there any other mainstream Final Fantasy that Anima appeared in? Let's see, Final Fantasy 14, Dimensions 2, NT. Opera Omnia? And then a bunch of the spin-offs, okay. So yeah, the design is based off of the Final Fantasy 10 iteration here, with some modifications to fit into 14. wish I can influence the NPCs and the duty support on which enemies to attack. I know when I did the Squadron stuff, I do have the option on telling the NPCs which target to attack. But for this mode of NPC support, I don't have that option, sadly. Have I ever seen the movies? I had seen Advent Children, and that was a good one in my opinion. Of course, I think there may have been some retconning with that one. Then I have also seen, but I don't really remember anything of the original Final Fantasy movie that came out. The one called Spirits Within. I had seen it, but I honestly don't remember anything of it. What I do remember is that was one of the more weird ones. Like, I just remember that one being like a sci-fi sort of deal. And I think because of how that one was received in theaters, and basically, I think that's why Square held off on doing anything movie-wise until Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. No, I don't know if there's any other movies though. I honestly don't remember if there's any other movies that came out. But the ones that I do remember, that being Spirits Within and Advent Children. Advent Children was wonderful. It was wonderful. Okay, so before we play Anima, I'm gonna do a hydrate because my mouth is feeling parched. The beginning is pretty slow. Yeah, it was pretty slow for Advent Children. But I was fine with that. If the overall movie is good, I don't mind if the movie is slow or not. Am I an anime enjoyer? I am, but I have not watched anime in a long time. I just haven't had the time really to watch it. The last animes I really tried to watch were One Piece, where I got as far as it was a little bit after they obtained Brook as a crew member. So it was after the first time that they were at the big Navy Island. Then they got separated, and once they regrouped, I think they met Brook. It was like a couple episodes after that I stopped keeping track of it because I just got too busy in life. And then I tried to also binge watch Dragon Ball all the way from the original Dragon Ball to the saga at the time, which was right before GT. I tried to binge watch it. If you were to ask me about like a lot of the modern anime, I would have no idea. Not gonna lie. But like I'm more used to like the older animes that were on. Like I've seen a good amount of Full Metal Alchemist, thanks to Adult Swim. I've seen a good portion of Cowboy Bebop, good portion of Trigun. I absolutely loved watching Big O. Big O was one of the more unique ones in my opinion. Cause you got like big robot fights and then like you got like noir style storyline. Which I thought was pretty unique. But yeah, as much as I want to say I am an avid anime lover, I can't say that for like the more recent stuffs. Because I just haven't had the time. I would love to, I just don't have the time. Mainly because like I have a day job that I gotta deal with. And then I do the streaming at night. Hello, Anima. The icon of icons.
Together we shall overcome this.
Never enough time, yeah. Damn, that hurt quite a bit. I could have sworn this is designed a little bit differently. Like the design of Anima, that is. Like I could have sworn this iteration of Anima was supposed to have Varus' face on it.
Make ready. This will hurt.
I could have sworn this iteration of the animal was supposed to have a... Where's the space bastard on it? I guess the original model might be close enough to his say-so.
Gloves are off.
You underestimate me!
That fight wasn't as tough as I remembered it to be. Glory, glory, glory be to Garlemald. Not that I get any upgrades. I did not get any upgrades. Then again, I'm not assuming I'll get any until I start getting to level 87. Dungeon difficulty wise. Cool boss designs? Yeah, a lot of the bosses in this game have really cool designs.
Farewell, Varus. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Come. The other two await.
This madness ends here.
Oh, hush. This is the best part.
Oh, damn.
Oh, mighty Zodiac! Awaken from your slumber and descend!
Some manner of magical defense.
Oh, Krell's here.
Cryle? But how?
That's not Krell. Miss
The
Heidelin.
shackles that bind my adversary will not be so easily broken.
Heidelin! Feeble relic of a forgotten age! Hark! Victory is mine!
Oh, the seal is almost broken.
No more ether. And I was so close. My lord, a slight change of plans. We shall travel to the moon and break this wretched barrier ourselves.
Whatever it takes.
What was that?
The final order issued by Anima to the Tempered Thralls. Should the Empire fall, the world must share her fate. Of course, Father lacked the conviction to give such a command. The abomination born of his flesh was but a puppet, and I the puppeteer.
You madman, you monster!
There's a funny joy in watching your flailing attempts to fight the inevitable. You're all going to die, and are powerless to prevent it. We really must be on our way. You're welcome to give chase, provided you are content to leave comrade and tempered alike to die screaming.
I have asked too much of this child. Tend to her. The last brand at Mare Lamentorum is yet unbroken. Zodiac remains bound.
The hell is Mar? I've always been calling it Mare, what the fuck? Okay, it's Mar, okay.
I have shifted the flow of ether and sent the enemy far from their destination. Now, I shall divert it once more. An ally awaits, and I will deliver you unto him. Seek his aid, restore the seal. Zodiac must not be set free.
The Tempered are running wild. Not only those at the tower, but those back at the camp. The others are doing their best to contain them, but the situation is growing beyond our control.
Leave them to die or give up the chase. Just like Van Daniel said.
I really want to say that top one because that is the true one. All these answers are the correct answer. The only difference is the dialogue. I'm the one that Venus wants.
You're going alone? You have our trust and our faith. I pray we have yours. Our friends and the Tempered need our help. We will save as many as we can, I swear.
Once we have matters well in hand, we'll join you on the moon. Until then, be careful. There's no telling what you'll find.
Stand there for just a moment, please. Oh, she's done a prayer. A prayer for good luck. You can't possibly fail. That's just expected. There's no time for worrying over what's done. Let's go. We're moving out to rendezvous with the remainder of the contingent. Leave everything here to us. I should channel a dangerous amount of ether. And that's to say nothing of the teleportation magic she must have used to get here. Yet Krell and Hyland both were clearly willing to take the risk. Care enough for Krell. Go forth and in return, I plead thee. Oh right, Krell was supposed to be in Charlian of all places. At this point in time. If all the Tempered are accepted, Jules and his comrades likely put in quite the struggle. We'll find a way to save them. We must. I only pray that we are not too late. In the meantime, may the 12 carry you to victory. A trip to the moon! Ratir is pondering the technological marvel you have just beheld. My apologies, I was lost in thought. This device is of elegant design, which leads me to think I was right about Daniel. No matter what he claims, you still have an attachment to the trappings of this path. Whether knowing this will make your path forward clear, I cannot say, but bear it in mind. But let us turn to the task at hand. As the Hydron said, the flow of ether will transport you to Lamatorium. You must hope this ally of yours can provide you with the necessary assistance to restore the seal before Xenos and Fandino arrive to stop you. It seems we are ever one step behind, but I have faith that you'll make up the difference. Know that whatever awaits, our prayers are with you. Now go, beyond the sky! And you know what, chat? We are going to call that a night for Final Fantasy tonight. Because we are pretty much done with the Garlemald section of the story now. Which is what my goal was tonight. And I think the reveal of the next area would be best saved for the next time that we stream Final Fantasy XIV. Anyways, let's see here. What was the, was it this? Yes, it was. I'm gonna take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for being here, whether you have been lurking or chatting, and regardless of the platform that you've been on. Thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. I appreciate it. Whether you are watching on Twitch, Kick, or Rumble, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing some Monster Hunter. We're gonna be continuing the story. I've been doing quite a bit of offline grinding to get some gear made. But yeah, I've been doing some offline grinding to get some gear made, both weapons and armor. So, I pretty much got myself caught up with quite a bit of stuff at least. But yeah, we're definitely be doing some focus on the story tomorrow. So in the meantime though, I'm Savvy, the conductor of this express. Thank you all for riding with us and have a wonderful night. I will see you all tomorrow for some Monster Hunter Wilds. Good night, everybody. If you're chilling and enjoying our content, hit the follow button down below if watching on Touching Tech. They will let you know when the express is in service. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of new excursions arriving. Please be sure to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, and join our Discord community. You can find these in the About section and in the info panels below on Touching Tech or in the description on YouTube. If you want to help support the Express, you are bigger as more than enough. However, if you want to help out even more, feel free to just some bits or a sub on Touchboard's Kick Alternatives if it is available. Alternatively, you can support us through Ko-fi and you can contribute to things that we have on our drawn wish list. However you support us, we here at the Express thank you as all for height. We will see you on our next excursion, and have a wonderful night, everyone.
Glowing worlds at her hands, bright horizons, tech and sound, magic voyage all around. Epic journey, pride and bold, salvage story to be told. Digital heart full of pride. In this world she can't hide. Level up, break through the walls. Every move she stands tall. Pixels paint her glowing way through the night and into day. Level up, break through the walls. Every move she stands tall. Pixels paint her glowing way